Captain Elena Vasquez stood on the bridge of the dreadnought Retribution, her steel-grey eyes fixed on the viewport showing the dying world below. Kepler 442b had once been a paradise: azure oceans, emerald continents, and cities that sparkled like jewels across 3 moons. Now molten glass replaced forests, and radioactive storms raged where children had once played. "Planetary sterilization complete, Captain," reported Commander Hayes, his voice devoid of emotion. The weapons officer had stopped flinching after the 7th world. All biological signatures eliminated. Estimated recovery time 47,000 years. Elena nodded curtly. Another world cleansed, another step closer to humanity's ultimate goal. The Galactic Purification Protocol demanded nothing less than absolute efficiency. Earth's leaders had been clear in their mandate: no alien species would be permitted to threaten humanity's expansion across the stars. The Retribution was humanity's finest achievement, a kilometer-long vessel, bristling with quantum disruptors, plasma cannons, and most terrifyingly, the Omega-class planet crackers. Each weapon system represented decades of human ingenuity focused on a single purpose: total annihilation of any species that dared oppose Earth's dominion. "Captain, incoming transmission from command," announced Lieutenant Morrison from the communications station. On screen, Admiral Blackwood's weathered face materialized in the holographic display, his uniform adorned with medals representing each exterminated civilization. Behind him, Earth's skyline stretched endlessly upward, a testament to humanity's technological supremacy built upon the resources stripped from conquered worlds. "Excellent work on Kepler 442b, Captain Vasquez. Intelligence reports indicate the Alterian Collective possessed advanced biotechnology. Their elimination prevents potential biological warfare against human colonies." Elena maintained her composure, though something cold stirred in her chest. The Alterians had been peaceful traders, known throughout the galaxy for their medical advances and artistic achievements. Their only crime had been refusing to surrender their homeworld to human colonization. "Understood, Admiral. What are our next orders?" "Proceed to the Vega system. Long-range sensors have detected a developing civilization on Vega Prime early industrial age, approximately 3 billion inhabitants. Standard purification protocols apply." The transmission ended, leaving the bridge in uncomfortable silence. Elena turned back to the viewport, watching debris from Kepler 442b's largest city drift past like metallic snow. Somewhere in that rubble were the remains of libraries, hospitals, schools, an entire civilization reduced to cosmic dust in mere hours. "Captain," Hayes said quietly, "the crew is requesting permission to visit the recreational deck. Morale has been declining." Elena understood. The endless cycle of death was taking its toll even on humanity's finest soldiers. Many crew members had joined the galactic fleet, believing they would be exploring new worlds, making first contact with alien species, expanding humanity's knowledge. Instead, they had become instruments of genocide. Granted, rotate shifts, so everyone gets downtime. As the bridge crew filed out, Elena remained alone with her thoughts. She remembered her daughter Sarah, now 18, and studying at the Terran Naval Academy. Sarah's letters spoke of glory, honor, and humanity's destiny among the stars. The girl had no idea that her mother's ship had sterilized 17 worlds, eliminating over 40 billion sentient beings. The Retribution's quantum drives hummed to life, tearing a hole in space-time itself. The ship disappeared into the artificial wormhole, leaving behind only empty space where a thriving world had existed for millions of years. 3 days later, they emerged at the edge of the Vega system. Vega Prime hung before them like a blue-green marble, its surface dotted with the lights of growing cities. Long-range scans revealed a species in their equivalent of Earth's 19th century steam engines, early telecommunications, and the first tentative steps toward powered flight. "They're beautiful," whispered Lieutenant Morrison, staring at the enhanced images of the planet's inhabitants. The vegans were tall, graceful beings, with translucent skin that seemed to glow with inner light. Their cities were architectural marvels that blended seamlessly with natural landscapes. "Beauty is irrelevant," Elena replied automatically, though her voice lacked conviction. "They represent a potential threat to human expansion. Protocol demands their elimination." But as she watched the peaceful world rotating slowly before them, Elena felt something she hadn't experienced in years: doubt. The vegans showed no signs of aggression, no weapons of mass destruction, no territorial ambitions beyond their own system. They were simply living their lives, unaware that humanity had already decided their fate. "Captain, all weapons systems are charged and ready," Hayes reported. "Awaiting your orders." Elena's finger hovered over the execution command. One touch would unleash hell upon the unsuspecting world below. The planet crackers would split Vega Prime's crust, while quantum disruptors would ensure no life survived the cataclysm. Within hours, another species would be erased from existence. But she hesitated. In that moment of uncertainty, Elena realized what humanity had become. They were no longer explorers or pioneers. They were cosmic predators, leaving only death and devastation in their wake. The galaxy trembled at the approach of human vessels, and entire civilizations fled to the galactic rim rather than face Earth's inexorable war machine. "Captain?" Hayes prompted, confusion evident in his voice. Elena closed her eyes, thinking of Sarah, of the billions of humans depending on her to secure their future, of the orders that had been beaten into her very soul through years of military conditioning. She thought of her duty, her oath, her loyalty to the species that had created her. Then she opened her eyes and looked once more at the beautiful world below, where billions of innocent beings lived and loved and dreamed, unaware that their existence hung by the thread of one woman's conscience. Her finger moved toward the command console. The bridge crew held their breath. And in that eternal moment between decision and action, the fate of two species, one monstrous, one innocent, balanced on the edge of a knife, waiting to see whether mercy or duty would prevail in the cold vacuum of space. The Retribution drifted silently through the void, its weapons trained on Paradise, while its captain wrestled with the weight of an entire world's existence resting in her trembling hands.